Hi guys, thank you for clicking on this video if you have. I just got a new camera, which is kind of what this video is about, but I'm going to be uploading more regular videos hopefully, just for like my friends and family to watch. So yeah, and if you enjoy the videos then it's cool. And you've probably clicked on this video to find out why I'm angry with PC World / Currys when they decide to pick a name. I'll be okay with that. So yeah, basically this is just my experience. A few other people, and there's reviews saying that people have not had great experiences, but this was my one. Just this one time going into the store. I've been before and it's been fine, and I've been a few times where it's not been fine, but this was my experience a couple of days ago. So basically 2 days ago on Sunday I decided I wanted a new camera, and I've been watching YouTube videos all day on which camera to get, because I'm going on holiday and I wanted a good camera for pictures, but also one that would be able to like film videos for like say YouTube. And so I researched it all day, and then I got my hopes set on the Sony A5100, and so it was like say that was like at from 10 AM until like 2 PM, like I was focused on videos on this camera and reviews and stuff, and like I balanced it out between all the cameras, like the Canon G7X and stuff like that, but I wanted this one. So I decided, why watch videos when I can go straight to the store and have a look at the camera myself. So I took the 10-minute trip to PC World in my local area, and I walked in, sort of like looked for somebody that was free, and there was people walking about, but they had like, some of them had pink shirts on that are like, I think they're part of like a separate team from the salespeople. I don't even know, but anyway, I went up to the cameras and I was looking at this camera for ages, the Sony one. I also worked my way up and down the other cameras just to double check I didn't want them and I was getting the right one. But basically, there's this couple that were getting served for a different camera, which is fine, totally get that. And then I was just waiting on the guy to be free because he looked like, well, he was like the only one around the camera section, everybody else was like somewhere else. So I was like, fine, I'll just wait till he's done, because he was like just wrapping up the sale pretty much. That's my dog Pablo, by the way. And yeah, so I was like, cool, I'll just check out his camera for a bit longer. I was looking on my phone like, this camera versus this camera, blah blah blah, pros and cons. I was like, no, I'm definitely going for the Sony A5100. So I was waiting and waiting and waiting. Not one employee said hi, or like had the common courtesy to even just look at me in the eyes or just acknowledge that I was even there. So like, as a customer, that's not like you're going there to spend money, like with the company, like you want to be at least acknowledged that you're there. And like, I didn't get that at all, and I was a bit like, okay, whatever, they'll speak to me in a minute. Then this old couple came in to look at this camera and they got served straight away. Somebody just came up to them and served them. I was like, cool. But I literally just saw them walk in the door straight to a camera, served like this. I was like, this is like 15 minutes after I've been there, like for ages. Like 15 minutes in a shop staring at cameras, like it's a long time. So I was like, fuck, this guy's almost finished with that couple, who come straight to me, it's fine. He went off, finished their sale, and he was walking back this way. When he went up to this lady that was busy looking at something, like, excuse me, can I help you? And she was wearing a bright green jacket, so like I hadn't seen her walk about the shop, and like I was like, I felt like I was there before her, and I was just like she was looking at something else, like fucking, I don't know, like printers or something, and I was like, fuck's sake. And then this other couple walked in and was looking at like memory sticks or something like that, and somebody walked past them and was like, you okay, do you need any help? And they were like, no, I'm fine. Walked straight past me, didn't say a flipping word, and I'm still standing there like, I'm picking up the cameras and stuff like that and looking at them and like reading the information about them, and just nobody's coming up to me and like, I want to buy this fucking camera, come over and sell it to me. Like honestly, I was getting pissed off. Like, I think I just worked it up in my head more, and like, you might be thinking like, why didn't you go up to someone and be like, hey, I want to buy something? But I was like, no, like I'm in a shop, like I should be acknowledged that I'm there. And then if you want to make your sales targets or whatever, like, come sell to me, like, for flipping sake. Like, honestly, I was so pissed off. Ugh. Honestly, I was just so annoyed. The guy, like, they just didn't look at me, they didn't even care. So, like, I just feel like all the people that they went up to were a lot older, and I mean, like, I don't know, like 40s, 50s, and then the older couple must have been like 60s, 70s, and I just feel like, are they being ageist? Is that even a word? I don't even know, but like, I was just pissed off, because obviously, like, I've got no makeup on, I look about 12 years old, I get that. What was I wearing? I was wearing like a crop top and jeans, younger, I get that, with a leather jacket, okay. My hair was like down and curly, so I get how like I look really young, and maybe, I don't know if they were thinking like, she's gonna have no money to spend here, like, let's not serve her, let's serve the people that look like they actually have money. I don't know if that's what they were thinking, but honestly it pissed me off. So I think after 45 minutes of standing and staring at cameras, I was like, I fucking don't want a camera anymore. No, I still wanted it, but I was like, fuck this, I'm out, I'm leaving. So I stormed out the store, and I made it so obvious, like I actually stomped my feet out the store. I was like so dramatic to myself, like honestly it's weird. Anyway, then I decided to put £10 petrol in the car when there was nothing in it, and I was going to use that money to buy food. But anyways, I put it in the car, and I drove a whole, I think, hour to the next PC World that I was comfortable going into, and it's a brand new store, and it's in Edinburgh, and it's brand new, and it's so nice, like, oh, it's so nice. I walked in, I was looking at the cameras for a bit, just to make sure they had the same prices, blah blah, and just the same information, just checking everything out, and then I walked up to someone, and I was like, he was like chatting to his colleague, and I was like, are you guys free? And he was like, he was like, yeah, how can I help? I was like, I want to buy a camera. So he's like, okay, blah blah blah. That's fine. He was like, he wasn't like super friendly, like wow customer service, but at least he looked at me and spoke to me, so I was like, I was so grateful for that. So picked the camera, asked him a couple questions, like, should I go for this, blah blah blah, this is what I want it for, blah blah blah. And it's like, yeah, I use cameras all the time, like, this is perfect, go for this. The Sony A5100, like, really good camera, like, it overheats sometimes, but it's a generally good camera. So I was like, great, that just confirmed like everything I already knew. I was like, great, I'll just take it, that's fine. Picked a memory card as well, got to the till, right, got to the till, and I've got the camera on finance, because at the moment it's not something I can just pay the £400 for. I'm going to pay it over installments, but hopefully get it cleared like within like 6 months or something, right? But I was like, for just now, I'll just take it on finance. And he goes to like log in all my details, takes my details, and I don't know if you know, but PC World use Creation as their finance company, and it comes up like error, like please contact Creation. I'm like, you're fucking kidding me. I want this camera and I want it now. Literally, I was like, I could just grab this and run for the hills. No, we didn't do that, but still, I really wanted the flipping camera, and I travelled all this flipping way because I was too stubborn to get served at the other store because they were annoying me. Fuck. And then it's like, call Creation, so I'm like, fine, I'll call this number. Called it, they're like, hi, we're actually shut today because it's Sunday. Duh. Tried the automated system, so I spent about 15 minutes on the phone onto the stupid automated system. Told me nothing. And I was like, great, this isn't going to work, is it? And he's like, no. I was like, how many cameras have you got left here? He was like, just this one. I'm like, please, can you put my name on it? Can you reserve it for me, please, please? And he's like, yeah, sure, but it's only going to be till next day, blah, blah, blah. I was like, it's cool. I'll travel all this way just for this camera again tomorrow after work. I'll do it. So he reserved it for me, and I was like broken hearted. I was like, nah. So I travelled all the way back home, and that was that. And then I just watched more YouTube videos on this camera. Then, the next day, so that like experience in that store was a lot better than the other store, but the fact that I felt the need to drive that far to the same store with the same camera, like, because of the service, like, that's not very good, is it? Anyway, so next day I was at work and I was like, if I'm going to make this trip to the store again, I'm going to call it the finance company to make sure it's working. So I've done that, and they told me the reason it didn't work was, well, PC World was having problems with the system on the day. However, also my account was in arrears by 1 pence. I was like, wow. So he swiped that, thank goodness. I mean, I don't have 1 pence, no, I'm just kidding. But swiped that, fine. I called up PC World, well, I tried. It got me to some freaky call centre in England somewhere. And was like, we've been having troubles with the system online, but it should be okay if you go in store. I was like, it better be okay if I go in store, because I'm taking this camera home, whether it's on finance or I've stolen it. Honestly, I was getting to that point. I was like, I know I would never do that, but like, I was getting to that point. So anyway, after working all day, I got the train, which just took forever to get to that store. Had to walk, blah 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 blah. Got to the store. I didn't even go to the cameras. I just went straight to somebody that looked like they were free, and I was like, hi, are you free? And he was like, yes. Oh my god. I was like, thank you. And his name was Peter, and he was amazing, like so funny, like just straight to the point, like hilarious. I explained what went on, and he was apologetic that I had experienced that bad customer service, and I was like, look, it's fine, whatever, I just want this camera, I just want this to work. And he was like, we have been having issues, but it could work. I was like, oh, fucking better. Anyways, he got the camera. Oh, actually, before that, rewind. He got to the till, and he was like, I was like, it's reserved. And he was like, I can't find it. What do you mean you can't find it? There's one left, and it's mine. Thank you. And then the guy that served me yesterday, he came up and was like, oh my god, yeah, it's in the back, blah blah blah. So he went to go get it, and long story short, the finance was fine, like it was accepted, fine, whatever. And I was like, oh my god, like all this I don't know if it just sounds more to me because like I experienced it and it really annoyed me. Like this stuff annoys me. I mean, I've worked in customer service for 4 years now, and that annoys me. So all this palaver for this bloody camera. So the camera I got was the Sony A5100. This is the first thing I'm recording on it. I took a couple of pictures, it looks really good. Obviously watched all those videos on it. So far I'm loving it. I love it. Before this I had just like rubbishy cameras that you get when you're younger, but this is my first like proper camera, and obviously I know it's not like the best, but like it's okay for me, so I'm happy with it. But it's flipping palaver for this camera, honestly. Moral of the story is, right, if you work in a store and you see a customer in like actively interested in something, please just approach them and be like, can I help? Because I honestly, like, I live 10 minutes away from that PC World, but I will not go in there again. I will not. One bad experience puts you off somewhere. I just felt like I had to make this video so I can stop ranting at my friends and family. But yeah, hope you enjoyed my little story.